Ah, yes, here we go. We got the fancy red striped shirt on, the shaved head, looking dapper. You know it's going to be a good one today. And here it centers on a young woman's advice to a young woman. I guess it's a little older woman's advice to a younger woman on dating boys and all kinds of junk. Let's take a listen.
Life-changing advice. When I was in high school, I told my mom, hey mom, I really like this boy. He likes me and I like him back, whatever. And she's like, no, he doesn't. And he just wants one thing. And I was like, okay, I'm likable. What? She's like, no, he only wants one thing. Let me give you a test. If he passes, he really likes you. So I was like, okay, I'm all in, right? And she basically said, give him the 2-week challenge or whatever. So basically you talk to a guy, and if he finds out you're not going to have sex with him, like I was a virgin, right? I was in high school. Anyways, if he finds out you guys are not going to have sex and he's still talking to you after 2 weeks, then he genuinely actually likes you.
Wrong. 2 weeks? I mean, come on. 2 weeks? That's just a little drop in the bucket of the horn bags. That 2 weeks is nothing. They could go 2 weeks. No. They could go 2 months, 2 years.
If he leaves, he only wanted one thing. Sure enough, she was right. That guy was gone within less than a week. And then I proceeded to...
What kind of high school dating is this here? They're going to the same school. He's after a week. He's like, oh, God, no, never. 1 week at the same school. I mean, the story kind of sounds a little bit bogus, but anyway.
follow that rule, and I never thought, did I ever think, and I saw all my friends do it, if I have sex with this guy, he'll like me. If I have sex, he'll love me, he'll ask me to be his girlfriend, whatever, all this stuff.
She was watching her friends having some intercourse action.
That does not do anything but confuse you and the guy. Like, if he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. If you start having sex with him, he's probably around just for the sex. So yeah, don't have sex, 2-week rule. I preceded that rule. I continued that until I was 18 years old. I never met a guy who liked me that I liked back until I was 18 years old, and that man is my husband. And then another piece of advice she told me for when I did meet a guy that liked me and that I liked.
Boy, I don't know how many applicants she was taking in here, but it seemed like it sounded like there was quite a rotation of suitors coming around that she was turning away. How many 2-week periods did she give him?
She said, her great grandmother told her this. She said, the way a man feels about you, you need to be sure that he's really crazy about you, because the way that a man feels about you at the beginning is the way he'll always feel about you. So
That sounds like some bogus advice as well. Many things can change, and there are many. I mean, he may not know how crazy you are yet.
So if he's not that crazy about you, he's not going to get crazier about you. He's not going to change. She said only women fall deeper in love. Men fall in love right away. And I've heard this from Matchmaker.
Does anybody even agree with that nonsense? Only women? I don't believe. I think it's actually probably the reverse, where the men like to see how you act under certain circumstances and know that they can commit and invest more into you. Whereas she thinks, oh, only women can love deeper as time goes on.
Remember Millionaire Matchmaker? She's like, men fall in love like a microwave. It's just instant. They just look at a woman and they're like, that's the one. Like, it's so quick. And sure enough, my husband told me he loved me after 4 days. And we were friends for...
I mean, doesn't that seem like a bit of a red flag? 4 days? How could he even know you? He probably didn't even know your last name, anything about you. 4 days. Men have that kind of thoughts across over many women, in fact. Many women, they have that lust for it, I would call it. That early on, it can never be more than lust, because what have you actually discovered about the person? Not much. Not much at all.
a while, but still, after we started dating, after 4 days, he was like, I'm falling in love with you and I can see myself marrying you. And then I still made him wait. I was like, okay, well, I'm just not going to give it up, you know? Like, I had boundaries and standards, and I wanted him, because the fact is that you can get pregnant if you have sex. And if I got pregnant...
Boom. They need to retell people that fact these days, apparently.
Was he going to be a good dad? Was he going to be there? Was I going to raise a kid alone? Like, I thought about all those things. I didn't just give myself away. So
put this into context and perspective here. Remember, she said she did this as an 18-year-old. Now, what 18-year-old woman do you know is that good at vetting men? And he's presumably somewhere around 18 of himself. So at what stage was she testing him across all these attributes?
Anyways, a 2-week rule. If he sticks around, he's genuinely interested in you. And then you find out, like, if he really loves you, you gotta find that out right away, because it's not really gonna change. And we've all seen this. If you're older, you've seen this. It's really sad. But yeah, my husband's still crazy about me, and I can't.
I think what that falls into, what she is trying to describe but doesn't really know how to articulate it, is that when men first meet you, they put you into a category, okay? You could be the short-term fun lady, or perhaps longer-term potential. So when she's saying he knows how he feels about you, that is true at the start, if you get lumped into those different categories, okay? If you get lumped into short-term fun, I don't know how you work yourself out of that box in the eyes of the man. I don't know how you can do it. But if you're on the long-term side, it doesn't really matter too much what you do at the start, because he's already put you in there. And I think that would be the main differential.
Can't even. We still have romance. We've been together like 20 years, because we were 18 and I'm 38. So 20 years. We've been together for 20 years. Still obsessed with him. He's still obsessed with me. He's still very, like, he's not like a buy you flowers kind of guy, but like he's very romantic, very kind. He helps me with everything. All my, like, not all my friends, but a lot of girls that I know will say things like, oh, my husband this, my husband that. And I'm like, I can't relate, because I tell my husband I'm struggling and he's like, how can I help you? I went through depression.
Well, isn't that nice? The woman communicates there, see? She doesn't hide away, shrink, conceal. She tells him, and then not only that, but very important if you heard what she said, he offers to help and she receives it. See, a lot of times the women will just simply complain and rant and use you as a venting bag, boom, 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 without actually wanting your advice. They just want you to sit there and listen to them, which is a very frustrating experience for the man. So I would give some credit to the woman here for bringing the problem to him with the expectation of receiving something of value back, and not just, here, let me complain to you for a while here.
The darkest period of my life, and my husband didn't say, hey, you need to work on yourself because I can't do this. My husband was, he was there. He really tried to pick me up.
Now that could be very questionable for the husband, okay? Yeah, you have to know the relationship more in depth to see if she is worthy of that kind of treatment, but a lot of times women will use that, the lowest point. Oh, he was there. Oh, he wasn't there for me, my lowest. When in reality, they haven't earned that from him. So, the jury will be out on that.
He's never abandoned me. He's never changed. The way he feels about me has never changed, no matter what I've been through. Whew. Because he actually loved me, truly loved me from the start. And that love just grows deeper.
Also, a thing to point out here is that I think a woman's attractiveness does play a role in this, in how agreeable or amenable the man will be. So if you are an ugly fat cow, with all these troubles and things, and the man is of any decent quality, you are much easier to leave behind and give the boot to. So, ladies, that is a truth. It's just like a man with money. Okay, if he has money, the woman is less likely to leave because she's leaving that lifestyle, even if she doesn't necessarily consciously weigh that in. A lot of the gold digger types do, but let's say she doesn't. She doesn't consciously weigh it, but she looks around. So, I've got all this shiny stuff. I don't want to lose it. And whether she brings that outwardly herself or just registers in the back of the mind, it is still there, and it is still a factor, just the same as a woman's looks. The man can say, well, you're an ugly fat cow. I mean, I don't care much about that. Well, if she's good looking, that's pretty privilege. That's all it is. You get a little extra leeway.
But so like it can't change, right? Like he always loved me. It doesn't change, but like the love does grow deeper. And yeah, gaining weight.
What did she just say?
Having kids, like so like it can't change, right? Like he always loved me. It doesn't change, but like the love does grow deeper.
Huh? The whole start of the video, she said the love doesn't change, doesn't grow deeper. Now at the end, she's like, he really loved me, and it changed and it grew deeper. Yeah, I mean, she can't keep the same story in the one video.
And yeah, gaining weight, having kids, like never. I remember I showed him a video. I made a video on my page about like toxic friendships and how it affected. I wish I had the same standard for friends. Ooh, but now I do. Anyways, about how like my body changed, how I gained weight. And I showed him the video. I was like, look, babe. And he was like, I've always thought you were beautiful.
And I'm going to say, anybody who calls the partner or the spouse a babe, hey, babe, is already sickening to me. Already sickening. I know it's a terrible relationship.
And he's like, I don't care. It's like, I've always thought you were beautiful. I've always been attracted to you. And it's just amazing to have somebody who loves you. It's like they love you more than you love yourself. And they're just waiting for you to catch up to the vision that they have of you.
It starts getting a little weird here, okay? Waiting for you to catch up to the vision. So you'd have to hear from his perspective, or maybe an objective one here. What is she doing during this period? What is she providing to him? What is she giving to him? What is she offering there? Or is he just waiting, hoping, oh, please, please? I'm always questioning.
And you just want that. Like, it's just, you want that. Like, right now I'm at his hockey game. Like, I know people work and whatever, but I come to all of his hockey games and I just support him. If he wants to go fishing, I will go fishing. I don't care if I don't fish.
She had the hockey game, but then she's out in the car here filming a video while it's going.
Like, if I want to go shopping, he goes shopping with me. Like, he just wants to do life with me, and I want to
just to make sure she stays within the budget, mind you.
Do life with him, even if it's things I'm not really interested in. I become interested because he's there, and because I want to be wherever he is. I've always been like that. I think when we started dating, we were together every single day from the beginning.
Isn't that lovely now? I just wonder, does it go the same way in return? And you can't tell that from this video alone, but I do wonder. She is there more appreciative of him, but you don't see a turn going back the other way. Just saying. Oh, stop pouting about it. I know you love that video. So go ahead, do the right thing, the smart thing, subscribe, and afterward, take a reward by leaving me a mean, rude comment. I know you want to.